So the topic of today's presentation is internet browsers, what's the difference? I will be explaining what an internet browser is and also going over the unique characteristics of each browser. So before we get started, let's watch a short video on what is an internet browser.
The most important program on your computer is your web browser, and yet most people aren't sure which web browser they're using or what a web browser even is. Let me try to explain by first telling you what a web browser is not. A web browser is different from Windows or Mac, which are systems that allow you to manage files and programs. And it's different from a search engine, which is a website that is used to search the internet. Instead, a web browser is a program on your computer that allows you to visit websites. You get to your web browser by clicking on its icon. From there, you enter web addresses, and the web browser displays the web pages for you. The web browser is the most important piece of software on your computer because every web page runs through it. So a faster web browser means that you'll save time on every web page you open. Installing a new web browser is free and only takes minutes. So take a moment to choose a web browser that you like best today.
So after acknowledging what a web browser is, what are factors we should consider when choosing a web browser? I believe that security is very important for most people, and a reliable search engine prevents viruses and malware on your computer. A good browser ensures your personal safety, such as securing your passwords and the less chance of being hacked. Speed is also a very important aspect to consider. The fastest internet browsers allow you to open websites, emails, and documents quicker and more efficiently. A good browser can also load web pages, multiple tabs, and applications with lightning speed and no slowdowns. So syncing is another factor that some consider. What is syncing? For example, you can save and synchronize your history, bookmarks, and passwords to your Google account. That way, you'll always have them on any device that you're signed in. Let's look at compatibility, especially with sites and browser extensions. Browser extensions are small programs used to customize your engine search. You want a browser that allows you to use extensions to personalize your internet needs. Device compatibility is also a choice when you're looking at browsers. So device compatibility is the ability to transfer your data from one device to another. For example, you can create a Chrome account, which you can sign into anywhere. A good browser allows you to access it across different devices. After looking at the factors we need to consider when choosing a browser, how do we choose an internet browser that is actually best suited for you? So to do that, this presentation will compare the unique characteristics of each browser. Let's take a look at Chrome. It's designed to be one of the fastest web browser. It is a clean and simple to use browser, and Chrome keeps you safe with its built-in malware protection. It has great syncing capabilities across devices. Chrome is the most used popular browser since it is the most well-rounded. However, it is less energy efficient because it is more powerful. It does have the most compatibility though. Another web browser we'll be looking at is Microsoft Edge. It is the same search engine as Chrome, making it more compatible with all of Chrome's extensions and sites. Microsoft is faster than its precedor, Internet Explorer, also more user-friendly than Explorer and very energy efficient. The new Edge has superior privacy and security features list than other browsers. A commonly known browser is Firefox. It is very fast. It is even faster than Chrome. The newest version also has more security than before. It does not use Chromium, which is Google's engine, making it a good choice if you are avoiding Google. It allows for more customizability, including extensions. Another browser is Safari. It is mostly found on Apple devices. It is fast, but not as fast as Chrome or Firefox. It has secure and good privacy control, but it isn't as customizable as other browsers. That means it doesn't have that many extensions and plugins. It also is more energy efficient than some competitors. The last browser we're going to introduce is Internet Explorer. It is an energy efficient browser, therefore saves battery when using. It is not as secure as other browsers, and Internet Explorer does provide some add-ons, but not as much as Firefox. Because of its age and functions, it is not recommended for usage. So comparing these browsers side by side, maybe you want to know which browser is the fastest. Firefox is one of the fastest browsers. You can have more tabs open without feeling a slowdown. Chrome is the second fastest browser. It loads web pages, multiple tabs, and applications with lightning speed. What about which browser is the most secure? Google Chrome has been named the most secure browser at hacking events for 2 years straight. During both events, the browser was not hacked, while Microsoft Edge, Firefox, and Safari were all compromised at least once. Which browser is the most energy efficient? So Internet Explorer was the most energy efficient browser that used up to 18% less power than Chrome and Firefox. But this browser is not recommended for usage anymore. Therefore, recently, Microsoft Edge is the most battery-friendly browser, followed by Brave, Firefox, and Opera. If you want to know about the popularity of these internet browsers, all you have to do is look at the chart on the left. As you can see, Chrome is the most popular internet browser, with 62% of browser users using Chrome, and Firefox in second, with 14%. Which browser has the best extensions then? Google Chrome has the best compatibility, and their web browser extensions make their browsers even better. Firefox and Edge are also great for browser extensions, while Safari is very difficult to use extensions. So, if having extensions is important to you, Safari might not be your ideal web browser. Here are some tips to ensure that your browser runs fast. 1. Ensure your browser is up to date. 2. Clear your browsing data. You can do this by clicking History in the menu and then Clear Browsing Data. 3. Disable unused extensions, add-ons, and plugins. 4. Minimize the amount of windows and tabs you have open at once. And 5. Keep security software up to date. So now I will be doing a live demonstration with a browser I currently have on my laptop, which is Google Chrome. And we will be going through some basic functions that a browser can function in. Okay, so as you can see, the Google Chrome icon looks like this. I'm just gonna click that open and enlarge that. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is how to bookmark and save a page. So what does bookmarking mean? When you go into a new page and you want to visit again for future purposes, you want to save it or bookmark it. How to do this is very easy. All you have to do is go to the top right corner, and you see where my cursor is, there is a star symbol. Give that a click, then it would say bookmark added, and the star will turn blue. Here you can name your bookmark. For example, I will name it Google for now. And you can select a folder to put it in. So you can put personalized folders, and you can create new folders if you want to. How to unbookmark a page is also very easy. All you have to do is click the star symbol again. Let me just move this down and click remove. If the star symbol turns back to white, then you know you have unbookmarked this page. Now I want to teach you how to look at and clearing history and cookies and cache. So it's also very simple. Just click the top right corner and you'll see there's 3 little dots here. Click the 3 little dots and you'll see this line that says history. On the left, click history again and a new window will pop out. So notice this window has all the history, browsing history that you have had in the past. And if you want to clear this history, you just have to go to the left, and here it says Clear Browsing Data. Give that a click, and Google Chrome will lead you to this page. You can see that you can choose to clear browsing history, download history, cookies and other site data, cached images and files, or passwords and other sign-in data. If you don't want to clear them all you have to do is deselect these boxes. After you have finished selecting the option that you want to clear, all you have to do is click Clear Data. If you don't want to clear this data, click Cancel. Okay, so how do we look at our cookies and even clear our cookie data? That's very easy. Go to the option under Clear Browsing Data. It says Cookies and Other Site Data. Give that option a click, and you will enter this page. So flipping down, you'll see an option that says See All Cookies and Site Data. Give that arrow a click, and this will lead you to this page. This page shows you all the websites that you have cookies in. It will show you how many. And if you want to remove cookies for this website, all you have to do is go to the right and click the trash can icon. If you want to remove all cookies from all websites, then click Remove All. So after looking at history and cookies, we might want to know how to go into the incognito browsing. That's also very simple. You just have to click the top right, these three dots once again, and under New Window, you'll see New Incognito Window. Give that a click, and this will bring you into incognito mode. So in this mode, as you can see, it says here, Google won't save your browsing history, your cookies and site data, and information entered in forms. However, in this mode, downloads and bookmarks will still be saved. If you want to exit this mode, you go to the top right corner and click Incognito once again, and you choose the option Exit Incognito. Then you'll be back at a normal web page. So some browsers like Chrome will also allow you to sign in into an account so you can sync all your data on different devices. So how to do this is also simple. So on the top right, you'll see my profile photo, and if I put my cursor on here, you'll see my Google account. If you're not signed in to a Google account, where my profile photo would be a blue button that says sign in, and you can give that blue button a click and sign in with your email. If you don't have a Google account, or you want to sign into another account, you just have to click this and choose another account you want. You can choose add another account if the account you want to sign in is not in the list. Then you click use another account. Here you can see you can click create account. Now you can create a new Google account for myself. So moving on, we also want to see maybe how to change a browser to your default browser. So whether you want to use Chrome or you want to use Firefox as your default browser, how do we change that? To do this, we actually have to exit the browser and go to the settings on your device. So my device is currently a Android laptop, but it would be the same on most devices as long as you find settings. And once you enter the settings page, you'll see all these options. You can choose apps, and then under the apps option, you'll see default apps. So in default apps, just scroll down until you see web browser. So currently, as you can see, my web browser is Google Chrome. But if I select this, I can actually change my default web browser to other browsers, such as Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge. If the default browser you're looking for is not in the list, all you have to do is click Look for an app in the store. Then you can just search up the browser that you want and set it as your default browser. So going back to our browser page, we can also learn how to change our search engine. That means changing the location we want our searches to be. Okay, so going to a new browsing page here. Let's just exit that. Okay, going to a new tab. If you want to change your search engine, once again, go to the three dots on the top right corner. Then click Settings. So Settings is right here, and it will bring you to the settings of your browser. I'm using Chrome right now, but settings will be there for any other browser too. And if you want to change your search engine, you'll see there is an option on the left that says Search Engine. Give that a click, and then you have the option to change or manage your search engine. My search engine is Google for now, but if I want to change it, I can change it to Bing or other search engines. If I want to manage my search engines, I have this option right under. Click the little arrow on the right, and it would bring me into this page. I can either add a search engine by pressing Add, or I can delete a search engine I currently have by pressing the three little dots next to the search engine and select Remove from List. Another function that browsers all have is being set in a language and also give automated translations. So if you want to activate or deactivate this function, you just have to look at the language that your browser is in. So go to the left of the settings once again, and you'll see this advanced option. By clicking the arrow on the advanced, it will give you a list of options to choose from. Choose the first one, languages. Right now, this will show you what language that your browser is currently in. Currently, my browser is in English, United States. If you want to change the language of your browser, just click this arrow and it will reveal the languages it already has. If you don't find a language in here that is the one you want, just click Add Languages and search up the language you actually want. Again, a function in browsers is that they translate pages that aren't in the language that you read in or that aren't in the language that your browser is currently in. If you want this option, you just have to click the switch here, which says Offer to translate pages that aren't in the language you read. If the switch is blue, that means the translation is on. If you don't want this automatic translation, then you just have to click the switch again. And if it turns white, that means the translation is off. The last thing I want to show you today is how to change and check your website permissions. I know website permissions is very important for some people because that is basically how you secure your web pages. So you can look at all your web permissions still in settings. So just flip to privacy and security, which looks like this, and give that a click. And here, you'll see the fourth option that says Site Settings, and you want to click into that. It will lead you into this page. And here, you can see the site settings that you have on each web page. So if you click View Permissions and Data Stored Across Sites, then you can see the permission that you give to all of these sites, and you can change them. It's very easy to change them. All you have to do is click the arrow next to the site you want to change, and then you can change their permission. So you can either change to block or allow your location, your camera, your microphone, your motion sensors, etc. You can flip through a list of permissions you can change. So this is to view and check the sites you already have visited. What if you want to go to a new site and change the permissions there? So there's also a method for that. So for example, I'll just go to my school's website. And if I want to change the permissions for this site, all I have to do is find the web address and click the little icon next to this web address. And here, you will see the option at the very bottom that says Site Settings. Give that a click. Then you'll notice it brings you to a site setting page for this website. Now you can once again change your site setting with your location, camera, microphone, etc. right at this page. So that will be the end of my live demonstration.